Welcome to the Smoke Podcast. All right, y'all. Welcome to another great episode of the Smoke Podcast.
Yes. I mean, I feel like I ain't seen you guys in a while.
I just saw you.
Yeah.
We ain't seen Isaac.
You ain't seen Ike in a while. I for y'all those who not know, Isaac has been
traveling
the world.
It's called abroad.
He's been to Egypt, Poland. What else you been like?
Chicago.
My favorite other city.
Now that was the first time Angie's been to Chicago, right?
First time Angie went to Chicago. So we stayed at a Hilton. It was nice. Chicago, listen, I love Chicago.
Me too.
I absolutely love Chicago. I love the food. I love the people.
Food is the best.
Even though they get a little crunk sometimes, but I love Chicago.
I love that.
I want to go.
Did you stay downtown?
Yeah, we stayed downtown.
That's the best
Yeah,
around.
we stayed downtown.
I never understood. I got a partner, Randy. He used to go down there and he would stay at the airport. And I was like, why you staying at the airport? Yeah, it's like, oh man.
Not your buddy Randy.
Yeah, he was cheap back then. Now
What's changed?
Now he five starring it everywhere. He 5-starring everywhere he go.
Yeah,
I cannot.
He walk in with all this Kappa shit on, throwing
Kappa signs. That's it.
Twirling, sometimes them oldies be feeling it.
Yeah, he twirling shit, think he gonna get an upgrade.
Hey,
not an upgrade.
Sometimes you might. Listen, y'all laugh. I walk in with my Raider gear on,
and they say sit at the back of the plane.
No, and sometimes you run into somebody like we was in Chicago, and this guy, I was standing right next to him. He's like, "Oh man, you're a Raiders fan?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm from he was from L.A. when they played in L.A."
This was you on the plane.
This was we as we were getting ready to get on.
And so he just gave you some free peanuts.
Hey, free is free. I'll take whatever's free.
The peanuts they get. Okay, so go ahead, be special, baby. Come on. That's okay. You back. I ain't gonna go there. Go ahead. You got some free cashews.
No, they was peanuts.
The non-salted.
Yeah, they wasn't giving away no cashews. They was.
So how was your trip, man?
It was great. If you guys, anybody, I'm speaking to the audience. If you guys get an opportunity to travel abroad, do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Do all your traveling.
Yep. Do all your traveling, because if you don't, Ike will do it for you.
And you're going to be, just checking it out on Instagram
so
and Facebook.
The question, they was like, would you go back? And I said, no.
You've already been.
Yeah. Thank you, Kimberly. That's what I told her.
It's time to see something else.
I said, if I had traveled everywhere in the world, then I would come back, but I hadn't. So I got plenty of other places I want to go.
Right. So what are all the places? Because you've been a lot of places, even just this year. Where you want to go back to?
Paris.
Yeah. Why Paris?
Paris. This is off the chain. I wanted to smoke a cigar at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
So you couldn't, or you just didn't have a chance?
I didn't have a chance. So when I went to Egypt, I went with the intention of smoking a cigar in front of the pyramids.
Mm-hmm. You did.
And I did. And my guy, he's like, I said, can you smoke here? Yeah. He was like, I was like,
why
hey.
you finna throw the Jamaican accent in?
For the man in Egypt.
So he was like,
that correlates.
He was like, absolutely, man, you can smoke a cigar. So I took my cigar out and put some smoke in there. It was good.
That's cool. That's what's up.
Did you feel majestic?
Did you feel like you were
here's the deal.
Where you supposed to be?
Here's the deal. Basically, the pyramids are basically tombs.
Yeah.
That's all it is. For one person. So the big ass pyramid was made for one person. And they're empty right now. So if you happen to go over there, don't go inside. Don't pay that extra $100 to go inside, because ain't shit in there.
They scamming y'all.
Yeah.
Getting you on the front.
So you went in there?
Hell no.
Somebody told you don't do it.
Google.
Do your research.
Your good friend Google told you
don't do it.
Google was like, ain't nothing inside them pyramids.
Don't do it. That's what's
up.
That's what's up. Because people be getting that. You can use that for food and another kind of experience that made sense instead of an empty pyramid.
So what kind of stick did you smoke over there?
I took a Cohiba. I had 2 Cohibas, and I had a what's the one we like? The Jamaican cigar?
Oh, a Rude Boy.
Yeah, I had a Rude Boy.
Rude Boy.
So, and then we could smoke on your balcony. You could sit outside and smoke, whatever. I mean, they didn't care. They literally didn't know. Nobody said anything.
Was it hot?
It wasn't hot because their summer doesn't start until June.
Okay. Nice.
So when we went, the high was probably 80 degrees. And then, across the deserts, you feel that wind just blow. Like one night we went to the night show to watch the pyramids, lit up at night. And it was actually cold. We was like, shit, and we went to this place, and the guy gave me a blanket because it was cold. I mean, you sitting on top of the roofs and the wind blowing. So
a guy gave you a blanket.
The guy that owned the place. Yeah. Well, y'all connect stuff and it should not even be connected. That's not connectable. That is.
We missed you, can't you say?
The proprietor of the business brought blankets out. I know
you
how
walk up there and you say, "Hey, my guy, you want a blanket? We can both curl up in it."
A blanket.
He gave me a blanket. He gave Angie a blanket. So
you didn't say all that. You just said he offered you.
I recognize what I said that it could have been.
Fabian wants you to use all your vocabulary. That's what it is.
The guy gave you a blanket. Hey, I was just
He just trying to make sure you was all right.
So how was the cigar, whiskey, and barbecue festival?
Man, once we got a table, it was great. It was great. It was real good. He had a nice turnout. We had a nice show that we're gonna air probably this Friday.
Fabian worked hard.
I did. Tierney worked hard.
Tierney.
She was even on the show.
Tierney, yes, that's
she was
right.
on the show.
She was trying to be Mike shy.
Yeah, she was being real Mike shy. I say, you must be Ike now. Oh, here's the other part. Kimberly sat next to the board.
I ran the board for 1 second.
What?
Yeah, she was hitting sound effects and shit.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I said, if I ever get a chance to sit in that spot, it's gonna be on. They're gonna know the days that I was sitting in that seat.
So did y'all get to partake of the winning barbecue? I saw my guy Terrence won.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Terrence won. I didn't. You know what? We
got there at 12.
We got there
A little bit before 12.
No, we got there about 1 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, it was about 1 o'clock because we wasn't planning on staying there all day.
Yeah, we tired.
And he had us down. He did have us down to be judges, but he had to put somebody else in that spot because we didn't show up.
And it was supposed to rain. That was the other thing. It ended up being so hot that day, but it was supposed to rain.
But we had a good time. We had a good time. We interviewed a lot of cool people, and it was a nice turnout. Dion, he was man, he was over there looking like
he had lost his best friend. Man, shout out to Dion.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've recovered
and
got you a respite in.
Wow.
But no, it was real cool. It was a nice event. It was a good turnout. I wonder how he can make that event different.
What do you mean?
Or bigger.
Not bigger, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work bigger.
I don't think it's gonna work. Memphis is not that. You mean like a bigger draw outside of Memphis, or just?
He had he had a decent draw outside of Memphis. I just think I'm wondering. Either try to make it bigger or get a smaller venue.
Because it's too spaced out?
Too spaced out.
So people were, my only thing was I felt like it was hard to connect.
Yeah.
Because people are in so different pockets.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like when he did it at Smokers Abbey, we got a chance.
It was in a parking lot, yeah.
But we got a chance to meet a lot of people, and we got a chance to do a lot more networking. So I just feel like maybe because there's that everybody's everywhere. That's a long walk to the end to come back.
Yeah, he talked about the different buses because originally it was supposed to have been at the brewery.
Yeah,
and they moved it because he said
nobody can sit on
they didn't want them tearing up their grass.
Oh,
like what happened down in Memphis in May for the concert. They said they did significant damage to Tom Lee Park
to that nice grass, that new grass.
But they got their insurance on them.
Yeah,
so
they get $100,000
to fix it back.
To fix it back.
But here's it. Okay, never mind.
At least that's what it was.
I was just
before. I don't know what it is.
It just seemed like somebody knew that all of that walking and the crowds were going to be like.
Well, that's why they didn't want to do it in the first place.
Hey, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, they didn't want to do it.
No.
So can we go back in time?
Okay,
please.
Yeah, go ahead.
So long time ago, Fabian was part of a barbecue cooking team down at Memphis in May.
Was
he was like, Ike, man, you got to come down.
Okay.
Oh my God! You talk about a great time. So you walked in. They had all kind of liquor, all kind of drinks. They were making it up. Go on in. They had big screen TV, couches, air conditioning, like all the conveniences of home was down on. And then I said, Fabi, y'all gonna do it next year? They kicked him out because they thought y'all was.
They thought they were selling drugs.
Yeah.
Dang. You could just be so. Okay, that's interesting.
Well, y'all ended up winning too, didn't you?
We won for best sauce.
Sauce, yeah.
What happened was the guys had.
Were you selling drugs?
No,
No,
they
I'm
weren't
just
selling
kidding.
drugs. They weren't selling drugs.
kidding.
But they were smoking a lot of weed down there.
Okay.
And so when they were getting ready, the year before, one of them almost got robbed. So they all bought their little handguns down there. And so when they got raided because somebody came in and thought they smelled weed, and then a couple of guys had weed on them, and then they also had their guns on them, and then they had like $50-something in cash because
they were selling drinks.
it wasn't. They wasn't selling drinks.
Oh,
you had to tip them.
Yeah.
You had to tip. You could. I mean, it doesn't matter what you tip. You could have gave 50 cents. You still gonna get a drink. But people will come in. They'd throw a $20 tip in and drink all night.
Right, and call it a day.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. And so, and because one of the ladies from Memphis and May called me and it's like, well, why did they have all that money? I said,
None
because
of your business.
because people
pay.
were tipping. And so, but they made it seem like they were selling drugs, and nobody was selling drugs.
She was like, man, ain't nobody got time for that. We live in a soft life. Ain't nobody trying to sell no
we doing
drugs.
just trying to make stuff.
That was probably the last time and the best time I had down at the barbecue.
Yeah, it had been a while.
And they had good food too. That was the piece. You know, if you ever have gotten the opportunity to try some of Fabian's cooking, hey, I'm just telling you, it's another level, a whole
It
nother
really
level.
is.
It
you know,
is.
and I don't say that for everybody because most people
that.
can't cook. You know, from one cook to the next.
He gonna force you to get out of your comfort zone and try something different. So, but now, and I'm sure Randy and maybe Kimberly will attest. Be careful taking samples from him.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You need to be asking a lot of questions.
Exactly.
You got to cover a lot
What
of
is
ground
this?
real quick, though. Is it this?
No.
Is it that?
If
Is
I'm
this
cooking
in
at
it?
home, it is what it is. I don't do that.
Yeah, that's what you say now. But you know, Fabian love a great setup, so you just got to be careful. Just know that he be looking for people's reaction.
Didn't you eat good when you came over?
I'm just saying.
I'm just asking.
But you got to ask a million questions first. You can't just say, hey, who? You got to say, oh, Fabian. Oh, okay, well.
What is this? Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be good. I'm just going to tell you. It's going to be
but
good.
You still got to know, just in case you have a different reaction than what you was expecting.
Yeah, that was octopus you just ate. Or that was a tutor from a pig. Rooted to the tutor. So that's
Let him do
good.
that.
So the cigar, whiskey, and barbecue was good.
It was a great success. Dion did his thing.
I wonder if he does like a survey, so just to get a different perspective sometimes. Since he kind of seems like he runs the event.
He one man bands it.
Yeah. So since he seems like he runs it, take into account what some of the short files, and then maybe introduce those back out. Hopefully,
Well, and me and Fabian, we've been in them before. They usually have posts afterwards to kind of talk about what went good, what went bad.
So what do you think he's doing?
Himself.
What do you think he's doing? He's sitting down talking to himself now.
Right, because he was doing it by himself, looked like it.
Wow.
Right,
I mean,
so that's a lot of work.
Yeah, he had some volunteers, but hell, I didn't see anybody volunteering.
Okay.
Well, you supposed to volunteer, Kimberly?
Hell to the
Kimberly, like, if I get paid.
No, I was there for the Smoke podcast. Sorry.
So if it had not been for the smoke, would you have went?
Ooh, that's a good question. I plead the fifth on that one.
I would have went.
I probably would have swung through there for a minute, but it was so hot. That's the other thing. The rain and the heat, all of that was mixing together.
But see, that's that finicky
Memphis.
bipolar Memphis weather,
In May, that's the thing, yeah. But it didn't. It was beautiful, but it was warm out there. It was a little toasty. Yeah. Would you have gone, Fabian?
Yeah, I would have went. And the reason I would win is
to support.
Just to support, and we need to get out there and show our faces a little bit more doing a lot of these things.
Oh, dude, hey y'all. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. Check us out at the Smoke Podcast.
What was that?
She almost choked. She over there choking
on
She
ice.
over there choking on the ice.
I almost choked. I almost died on camera.
Oh well, we're gonna take a break so we can refresh.
Hey,
our
guess
drinks.
what though? You wouldn't have died. Cause I just got my CPR license.
Whatever. That's when you know you're going in. When people say I just got
my CPR. I am certified.
To do
I know
what?
to give CPR to resuscitate.
See, you don't even know what it is.
Can't you say that? Like, I mean,
You know,
damn, I'm a little
resuscitate.
suspect.
Resuscitate me.
I know how to resuscitate.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Well, you need to know how to pronounce the words of what you're trying to do.
No, I don't. I just be you be knocked out.
Hey, what is Kimberly gonna wake up? She's like, why was your tongue in my mouth?
You don't put your damn tongue in
You
your mouth.
don't do that no more.
You just no more?
No, for CPR, I don't think
Listen,
you gotta do it no more.
Downstairs
You just
in the car, I got one of those little
Yeah.
mouth guards that I can put on to shield me in case she wants to throw up or something.
COVID.
Yeah, and COVID. You right.
You gonna save me, but I'm gonna have COVID. No,
what
thanks.
made you do it? Like you had to do it, or what happened?
No, the job they were looking for people. They wanted people to be CPR trained, and you know I had did it once before at the American Red Cross.
Yeah.
So when the opportunity presented itself, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it because
That's
you just
kinda
never
cool.
know.
You never know. At least you in the know. You never know.
I hope that I never have to do it on anybody.
You know, it's just like having a gun. You hope you never have to
Hope you
use
never
it.
have to use it. Yeah.
right.
So that's the same thing. I hope I never have to give CPR, but if I do, I feel confident that I could do it until the paramedic showed up.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna come back and talk about our pairing.
Yes, we are.
Okay. It's
right.
interesting.
All right, Smoke Fam.
We'll be
We'll
back.
be right back.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Smoke Podcast.
Man, I had to go get me I had to get refreshing my drink.
You need to add some coke.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, this whiskey we got
this
today
black whiskey,
is
boy.
quite robust.
It's
So,
quite
Ike, did you get it
interesting.
because it says black whiskey?
Of course he did.
Okay.
All black.
This is
black
actually-
everything.
A black corn whiskey.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Since you've delved into that, Kimberly,
Since
go
you
ahead
brought
and-
it up.
Hey Google. It says Don Michael presents the first and the best whiskey in the world. Black whiskey is the most awarded whiskey in South America. It is made from ancient grains and carefully handcrafted at their state-of-the-art distillery in Lima, Peru.
Oh, shit.
But is now available all around the world. This, according to the 2002 New York Spirits competition featured in Forbes, this was the world's best whiskey in 2022.
Wow.
So 60% is black corn, 30% is malted wheat, and 10% is malted barley.
That's interesting because
So-
when my guy, go ahead, Kimberly.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask you what notes. What notes?
That's what I was going
I
to
mean,
your
it was a
note-
lot
on
of
the note.
caramel that I tasted because it gave you a really, really sweet note at the end. And it, I mean, it's strong now, but it do give you a really nice sweet note. It's
On the nose, it says that it's toasted corn with hints of vanilla and a smoky note finish. As the whiskey breathes, there are subtle hints of dehydrated fruits such as raisins and dried apricots.
that makes sense. What
makes
that's a
sense.
Yeah,
sweetness.
that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. So for your palate, you should. It's pretty intense. We already said
We
that.
said
though.
the intense.
Yeah. But it's
You might have to cut it.
you're gonna have to cut it. But it's balanced with toasted vanilla. The prominent note is oak, and it has the hints of dried fruit.
Okay.
Some flavors of cinnamon, cardamom, and coffee,
Which gives it.
with a unique finish of caramel corn. I'm
That
sorry.
makes sense.
That's it.
That makes sense. We called all of that out.
Now, the
initially.
interesting thing, so I was hanging out with my guy Rick over at Double R Wine Spirits
Yes.
and More, where he wants you to expand your
Palate.
expand your expectations
Oh.
and experience the possibilities.
It's nice in there.
It's nice. Y'all gotta check him out. 3481 Austin P. He gave me this out of his private selection. He's trying to decide whether or not he's gonna carry it or not.
Okay.
So
I think he should.
I think he should. I think it's a nice bottle.
Yeah, because you don't get stuff made out of black corn. And if you
it's
Google
different.
it and you see that black corn, it's black for real.
It's
So-
Yeah,
different.
he says black.
It's
Black,
different.
black.
It's a different taste.
And then it goes good with the stick that we chose with.
Yeah, Isaac.
You did a good job on this cigar. It's
actually pretty
so
decent.
it's the Nats, I guess the CICCO Anniversario 1965 Liga No. 4. It says it's a great
Liga
is a great tasting cigar, which only goes to show that great things may indeed come from modest beginnings. As you can guess from the name, the first Nat-Ciccoo was released in the mid-1960s. 1965 is actually a great year because that was the year I was born.
You was born in 65?
Yes, I'm old as hell.
Ooh, you better keep telling people.
And then they made...
I
got
thought
even
it was
better in 70.
1945, but I'm okay. You said no, I'm just playing.
So this is it's a great cigar. According to Google, at least this site I'm looking on, out of the 231 reviews, it's got 4.5 stars.
Oh, that's pretty good.
This is a great stick. It is.
I appreciate it. I pat myself on the back for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what did you look for when you went in there to get it?
The label.
No, it had a really good price. No, I love the Lanceros, and I love the nice wrapper. The way it was rolled was real cool.
Yeah, it's a nice deep. It has smoked really well.
Yeah, the way it was rolled was real cool, and it's just something different. I've never had it before, and this is the first time I've ever seen it. And I asked the guy about it. He said, "Man,
this is called the Smoke Podcast, so that's what we're supposed to do."
So we gave y'all gave y'all a good whiskey. Just I tell you what, go to our Instagram page, the Smoke Podcast, and you'll see the black whiskey with the cigar posted up together. And again, this is a good pairing. So if you sitting outside, I mean, it's that time of the year where you can sit outside and PSSITA all day.
I'm telling you.
And Smoke Fam, the studio is almost ready.
We getting there.
So where I'm gonna be.
Almost ready.
They gonna be looking for me.
Where you gonna be?
On the patio. Remoting in, trying to understand.
Why y'all in there?
Why y'all on the inside?
Well, until it gets ready, Kimberly, you're more than welcome to come over and splash your feet in the pool.
Not the official invite. Y'all heard that, didn't you? I just got officially invited.
We always got invited.
No, that's not true.
We opened the pool up.
Did y'all?
As soon as I got back from Egypt, Monday, I had the guy come and open the pool up. So the goal is to have it ready by Memorial Day.
You ain't saying nothing but a word, chicken bird.
Like they say, like they say less.
Say less. I'm gonna bring my own smoked sausages.
You better. You make all these smoked sausages for Kimberly because and she eats one.
Yes and no.
So
then you take one home.
No, because I don't. Unless the person gives me permission to take one home, I don't do that. Yeah. So, but I even make some coleslaw.
Ooh.
To go with the smoked sausage.
Now, what you put on yours? You put mustard or
coleslaw.
Oh, you don't put nothing else? You don't have no condiments on it?
Just coleslaw.
Because I always wanted it, because sometimes I have that mustard feeling with it. And then
what's the other?
Sometimes I want the barbecue. I want some Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh man!
But you could do that. You could just coat it in the barbecue and then put your mustard and then put your coleslaw.
Because I like my barbecue sauce. But I like the hot link. I like them. The red sausage. I like them. I like the spicy ones.
Yes. Yes.
I like the spicy ones.
So when we went through Poland. And we was there. It was for breakfast. So on their breakfast menu, they had Polish sausage.
Oh, nice.
So I told Angie, I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna try that.
You got to.
That was the best damn Polish sausage I have ever had. I mean, and
it had that bite, that little crunch.
Oh, absolutely. You would have appreciated that. I mean, they hooked it up, and this was in the airport too.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah, it was in the airport.
Airport,
yeah, and it was the best damn smoked sausage.
Well, how did you find the? I'm curious about all the travel because you guys had some layovers, right?
Yeah, we had a layover. So we had a layover in Chicago. So I rented a car, and me and Angie, we just kind of hung out and drove around.
Well, you should have went and hollered at Tony.
I know. I honestly I didn't want to see anybody that when we was heading out because I didn't want to get stuck, hanging out and drinking and stuff like that. So
that would have happened.
Yeah, so I didn't hang out with anybody till we got back, and we just drove around. But then when we went to Poland, we had a 9-hour layover.
Ooh.
So I had rented this. They had a layover service that they would come and pick you up at the airport and drive you all around Poland. So I saw most shit about Poland that I You know, and what's funny is, you know, I learned all this stuff in school. You know, we all learned about the pyramids. We all learned about the Jewish Holocaust and all that stuff right there.
Learn everything but black history.
Yeah, but until you actually experience it, till you actually go, then all this stuff starts coming back. You're like, damn, I remember them talking about Stalag and, you know, all this stuff like that. I ain't got to go again, but it was good.
You keep saying
Nah. This is what I want to know. How many black people you see?
That's another thing.
You know what? And Fav already know. I went out of my way. I did see one brother in Poland, but for the most part, you didn't see any black people.
Did you up there talk to him?
No, because we were driving and I saw the guy.
I'd be like, hey man, you got to pull up. I got to talk to you.
I got to ask you a couple questions.
And I did ask the guy. I said, so do they have any that many black people here? And he said, black, and then the word is African. So and just about everybody that was dark skinned was from Africa. Oh, so a lot of you know, in college, you know, going to college and stuff. I don't think
you gonna go to college at Poland, University of Poland.
I guess
it
may be easier. You know, like we had the lady on the show and she talked about she couldn't get into medical school in the United States, and she went down to the Caribbean and got her doctorate. So it may be a
shout
little
out to Kimberly.
It may be that type of situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now in Egypt, that was interesting because my skin complexion, they was like, oh, I was good. I was good. Like Andrew, because she's kind of, you know, bright skinned. They were like, they thought she was.
She was questionable.
But me, I was a Nubian. I was like a.
Well, you walk around with your chest out and shit like.
Hey, I got my little wrap and stuff.
Stupid.
And,
so light skin was not in over
light
there.
skin was not in. If you was dark skinned,
you was good.
But you know, the thing I didn't realize about Egypt is that they had been invaded like about 100 times. Greek, Italian, Roman. So that's why a lot of them are bright skinned because they mixed
They're mixing the races.
Yeah, they're mixing the races. So you know, that was interesting.
Dang, Angie. Sorry.
But they did like her because for some reason they kept gravitating to her. They kept calling her Nefertiti, and you know, at some point it felt like kind of a jab. You know, they would like, "Here come the princes." Like, we ain't no damn princess and prince. We just Ike and Angie. But anyway,
they didn't know that. You so silly.
You should have ran with that shit, Ike.
You wasn't getting them
I would have been like, yeah. Bring out the other shit
for the prince and the princess.
You figure me and Fabian about the same complexion. My wife and Fabian's wife is about the same complexion.
You and Fabian are not the same complexion, sir. But okay.
We dog skinned. How about that? Look at that. Okay, I'm closer to Kimberly's color then.
What?
Kimberly don't want
light or something.
Fabian and Isaac are not the same.
Y'all about the same.
You guys
He a little browner. No. That's because I've been out in the sun.
Okay, whatever you want to say, man.
You know what? I just remember. I remember my guy Gotti saying, "Ain't no love in the heart of the city."
Y'all let us know, are they kind of the same?
Boy,
well, you having a ball on this.
I know.
One.
You see, her cup is empty, so we just gonna count all this to the alcohol. We're gonna blame it on the alcohol. And I think she tried to retro hair the cigar and that.
No, I've been trying it. I've been trying it. I saw
people doing it, but I can't do it.
I'm almost there with it.
Are you? Good luck.
I'm almost there with it. It's still burning like a motherfucker, but I'm almost there with it.
But why are you think you? Because you just.
I want to taste it. I want to taste what everybody. I'm like.
Don't you down this show? Cause we ain't got no nurses up here.
Y'all make sure y'all put the camera on Fabian. There we go. He tried to do it.
He gonna die. This is terrible. Can you not do that?
I taste it all.
So what notes did you taste?
Right. Do we have insurance on him?
Yes, my wife does.
No, besides your wife. The show. We need to be compensated should something happen.
Can we get somebody to smoke this show? I was just asking. Can we get somebody to smoke?
Go ahead.
I don't know who I want to give it to.
You know what?
I know who I want to get a smoke to. I want to.
We gonna wait. We're gonna take a break and come back and get a smoke to somebody. That cool?
I don't run this show.
You can say yes. All you gotta do is say yeah.
It don't matter.
Just say that works.
Whatever you say, baby.
I'm not David Ruffin here.
Whatever you like.
You can have whatever you like.
All right, Smoke Fam, we'll be right back.
All right, y'all. Welcome
you gonna
back.
sing, Kimberly?
No.
Okay. You had it going. Shit. I thought you was gonna sing.
No thanks. No thanks. You trying to set me up for failure.
Nobody trying to set you up for anything.
That's
So Kimberly, tell us, who do you want to give the smoke to today?
I would like to give the smoke to all the newly degreed psychotherapists on Facebook.
What are they analyzing?
So let me hold on, Mike. So you get out of Facebook jail, and you go on Facebook, and now you got all these people trying to psychoanalyze you or everything.
Everything. First of all, what impact does anything have to do with you? Nothing. The Ja Morant situation. Oh, you guys have analyzed it to death. Let it go. That man is 23 years old, and we all make decisions whether bad did, good did. And if he's not concerned about the money he losing or whatever's happening to him, what does it have to do with your life?
And you know, my whole thing with that is he's yet to break a law.
He did not break one law.
One law.
So to me,
now but is he fucking up his money?
Yes, that's on him.
He didn't break the law, but he did violate the NBA
morality.
policy.
Okay, so they broke the little morality clause. And let me tell you something, Ja Morant. The people that are going live around you, them ain't your friends.
They ain't your friends.
They not your friends, but because if they were, they would know what the predicament you were already in, and we wouldn't place you as my friend in that predicament again. That's like, all I'm gonna say.
Let's not go live today.
Let's not.
You know what? It will be like,
but that's the thing. He should not have to say. If he's with what he is calling friends, that's supposed to be the most protected zone that you're in.
You have to protect the bag.
You got to protect yourself. You got to protect the bag. And if you're in a place where you know somebody you can't trust, don't do nothing around them because they're going to be snitching. You're going to be the one losing out. And all I can hear is people saying, like Kendrick, no talking Perkins on television.
I tell Ja Morant that you know.
And I'm going to tell you, you need a speech therapist. Keep all your talks to yourself. That is a young man.
Yeah, but that's what they get. That's what they get paid for. But you know what? I can respect Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose said, I'm glad they didn't have social media when he was playing.
Because you know they was acting a
he
fool.
was doing.
Yes.
That
is the only difference.
Back in
stuff
the
didn't
90s?
get recorded. That's
in the
it.
90s?
In the 90s, it was probably off the chain.
That's why if Freaknik happened now,
I wouldn't go. I would not go.
Whoa.
Be like, yeah, deuces, y'all. I'm good on that.
No, I remember going to Club No Name back in the day.
Yeah.
And about 3 o'clock in the morning, they had a eeny weeny teeny weeny PYT bikini contest, and woo!
Dang,
if they had some videos of that, man, talk about.
They got some first ladies in there now, right?
Jobs.
There's some first ladies in there right now.
You know what? A partner of mine, he's a elder, quote unquote, an elder, and he was the one that posted that. He was like, "Man, I'm glad they didn't have no damn video of me back at Club No Name back in the day." So hey, I feel him.
But once again, that's because you're in a protected place with your friends who know you're in a vulnerable position, so they wouldn't have done that to you. That's the difference.
Right. That is the difference. So, Ja, I tell you what, you can come out here, hang out at Spotlight.
Come smoke with us.
Come smoke with us. Ain't nobody gonna be taking pictures of you.
Right. And,
ain't nobody gonna be dancing in the videos or anything like that.
Just have a conversation with us. We would love that.
We had a 420 party.
Nobody knows.
Or did we have a party?
Or did we?
No, did we?
Ain't no evidence.
No evidence of it.
Didn't take not one picture.
As much as we had a good time. As much as we like take pictures of food, we didn't take none.
We didn't take none that day.
None that day.
So it is possible.
And we had some great food.
And some great friends.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
But
that's my only advice to him.
Here's the difference. We're grown.
He grown too. I said young man, but he's still a man.
We're grown.
Yes, but he's a man still.
If we would have had that 420 party back in the day and they had social media, we'd been all over that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'd had a pile of weed. We had a pile of syrup. We had all kinds of shit. This is how we get down.
I'm just saying that's how you know. If you can't be vulnerable around your friends, then make your friends.
They're not your friends.
They are not your friends.
Matter of fact,
I'm not no psychotherapist.
They shouldn't even when they're around you. They shouldn't even be pulling out the phone.
Yeah, put your phones up. I mean,
you with y'all. In a minute, he gonna get that case.
You know what it is? It's always that one friend that gotta prove to everybody I know Ja.
So
I'm just telling you that's
he gonna get that little box in a little bit. You know, when they take your phone at the no recordings at the concert, that's what's finna start happening. Put your phone in this box,
in this bag right here,
right here, because you ain't got no sense.
That's it.
I mean, if you continue hanging around them kind of people,
well, but you know, it's gonna make him have to always have a person with him.
And he should.
If you're that concerned, how are you a security? The money that you've lost, you could have hired a security guard, paid him $20 an hour.
You could have had a security guard for the rest of your life.
You don't need one. You need one that's gonna thug it out.
Give me $1 million. I'll ride around with you.
Yeah.
Well, make that probably $2 million. I'll ride around. I'll get my license. I'll be this guy. I'll be like, move, step back, please.
Yes.
Put phone down.
Phone down.
We don't do phones.
Right. We don't do phones. And if you gonna do a phone, we can't hang out.
Just like the strip club guy, his ass need to be bought. He should have. His ass need to been whooped.
He's supposed. First of all, he's supposed to be paying all these people off. Don't take all this.
Dude sold the footage to somebody.
He sold the footage. Yeah.
He should have got his ass whooped. I mean, you know, he
definitely
should never
don't hang out with him again.
Hey. Oh, they right after that happened, the NFL players and stuff. They put out a notice. Don't go to this club right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put it out.
So all your high rollers just left.
Yeah.
Oh. But sometimes that's where you got to hit.
You lost your high rollers and your top strippers.
There you go.
Not the strippers, too. Oh, God, I cannot.
You had to. You can't. You go to a strip club to be anonymous.
Well, first of all, so you're trying to not let the person be normal in those situations.
Right.
You making it worse.
Yeah, he made it worse.
Yeah.
And so if you're another baller, you're another athlete, you like, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's why y'all fucked off.
Y'all see what they did to Ja?
Yeah.
That's it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we good.
Yeah, I don't even make that much money as much money as he do.
And he didn't make NBA nothing, all whatever. So that bag of money went out the door.
40 million.
Let me tell you something.
That was the first time. We don't know how much he gonna lose the second time because his shoes had just dropped.
The day after.
Yeah, his shoes had just dropped. So now Nike's like, and then
you can tell that the yearning is there for him to be the new face of the NBA. But maybe he doesn't want it, and that's fine. That's his decision at the end of the day.
Everybody wants that. I refuse to believe somebody don't want to be the new face of NBA because Nike is here lately. It seems like they've been giving out them lifetime contracts. LeBron got one. Kevin Durant got one. Yep. Jordan already had one.
Yeah.
Hey, but speaking of that, have y'all seen the movie Air?
I have not.
I haven't seen it.
It's great. It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. It's a great movie. I'm not gonna say anything about it other than it's a great freaking movie.
We know how it ends.
That's how it ends. But just to hear the way his mom just kind of worked the system
for him.
Yeah. She was riding. Oh, she was like.
She was like, y'all ain't finna do this to my baby. I already know.
And then I'm gonna say this piece right here because this is not a secret. So. Converse also tried to, get Jordan, and his mom said, "So wait a minute, y'all already got Michael. Y'all got Magic, Bird, and
Isaiah.
And now Julius Erving, Dr. J.
Okay,
y'all got them three. So you mean to tell me my son's gonna be number 4?
No thanks. Way to be there.
Yeah, so
you gotta be thinking big all the time.
I mean, but the guy that brought him in and took a chance on him as a young man. Mm-hmm. I mean, that dude, he got to be executive of the year of the decade, really. Yeah. Because I mean, they thought that they were like gonna be happy if they made $2 million over 3 years, and they made that much.
Sorry.
They made that much the first year.
Well, but you gotta remember he only got $250,000.
Yeah.
His first contract was $250 and a Benz.
Mm.
That's what it. Damn.
Watch this, when you watch it, you're gonna be like, damn. But his mom negotiated the deal of a lifetime. Matter of fact, when she negotiated the deal, when she told him, guy, we're gonna sign with y'all, but this is what we need. Ma'am, we don't do that. Make it happen. And they made it happen.
That's what happens.
The Fabe's point. They made it happen. Jordan signed with him, so he got everything he wanted.
So I think they said that
Jordan now, he makes about $400 million a year from Nike.
Michael Jordan, listen to me.
and with LeBron, I think LeBron got $1 billion deal and KD got $1 billion deal. Don't even come close.
Yeah. Because all of them come under Jordan, don't they?
No.
Okay.
LeBron got his own shoe. I think KD got his own shoe.
Okay.
But they don't have their own brand.
Yeah, and Ja could have had his own whatever.
Ja got his own shoe. They don't have their own brand.
Yeah.
Because
Jordan has his own brand. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, own brand.
Okay.
Like, look at this. LeBron is calling himself the GOAT. A lot of people call himself the GOAT. Great player. But
well, you know how I feel.
He's running up and down in a Lakers jersey that got the Jumpman logo on it.
Yep.
And that's Michael Jordan.
That's Michael Jordan.
I did know that.
Yep.
I mean, you like thinking you running down. Yeah, I'm the GOAT. I'm the best player ever. But you got somebody else
right on your
logo
shirt.
on you.
Mm-hmm. That says a lot, though. That should settle the debate.
Because if Jordan and his mom and his dad had not did what they did, I dare to say that LeBron wouldn't be getting the deal that he's getting now.
None of these guys would be getting the deal.
Jordan blazed the trail. He busted the damn door.
So when you
open.
blaze a trail and you set the standard and nobody has reached that,
nobody. But here's the thing: nobody is saying Tom Brady is LeBronish. No, they say he's like Jordan.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods like
compliment.
Jordan. Nobody says somebody's like LeBron.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
and that's
although this new kid that's gonna get drafted by San Antonio, they are comparing. They're saying that he is the best player since LeBron.
Okay, he's 7'4", 7'4",
and a guard
about the size of that tripod right there. I mean, over time, maybe. But there's been a lot of prospects that come out of college and did nothing.
It did nothing.
We'll see. Well, this kid, the good thing about him is he's been playing pros for France.
Yeah, for France.
So he's been he should come pretty high. I mean, he should come with a pedigree and should be able to make an impact.
Until he get hit in his ribs.
Oh yeah. When LeBron get through laying on him and I agree. He got to get his weight up for sure.
Get his weight up.
Get your weight up.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what?
Ja, get your weight up.
But I like that, Kimberly. So everybody that these psychoanalysts on Facebook, I love them. I love them because they all
you did to me what did you? Never mind. Never mind.
But you got people out here that
I get it. I just think it's funny.
But there's a lot of people out here that's their day is to wake up and put a post on Facebook and they have nothing else. Oh, okay. And I know a lot of people like that. And there's people out there that has to find their relevance somewhere.
You know what?
Get it.
This morning I was watching news and I saw this commercial from what's the big law firm that does injury cases? So
all of them.
It's the kind of fat-faced white guy.
I cannot think of that.
Morgan and
Morgan.
Okay.
So Morgan and Morgan is telling if you've got kids, so they are now trying to sue Meta, Facebook. Because if your kids are addicted to social media,
but it's not the kids, it's the adults.
It's your parents' fault.
No. But they're saying that because one of the people that created Facebook said that they wrote the algorithms to make it addicting for young people.
Yeah, that was done. That was done through the Senate hearing.
if you think your kid, contact us and we'll they're trying to sue.
Well,
call the law offices.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing, and I say I'm gonna give it 10 years. If you got the COVID shot.
Please call the law
3 eyes.
offices. Yeah.
So
that's for anything though. They're gonna be looking for it.
Yeah, that's for anything because I love those Roundup commercials. If you use Roundup
and the LaJarna camp, I was like, who black went to the LaJarna? But okay, I think y'all need to figure out who was actually at the camp.
There you go.
But
all right.
But no, I get you though with the face because I see them all the time, man.
I just think it's funny.
It is funny, but
I understand what you're saying.
I know a few people they have nothing else to do, so they wake up and they post something on Facebook just to get
to see the rest of the
conversation. Just get a conversation
so
started.
their phone could be dinging all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute.
There's a lot of people in this world that has nothing to do.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And social media is their life.
And I get it. Like I said, I just feel like must we hear your whole dissertation on
Facebook? And then
Facebook?
think about it like this also. If you are working from home, you really have no interaction with people.
From home.
Yeah, but you get out and go smoke and go do other stuff.
Now, I do say
there's
about
some people
Wednesday,
there's certain
Kimberly
people that don't want
lives
to
for
do
the
shit.
weekend.
Exactly.
I look forward to her post.
Kimberly live for night.
That's not true. That's
After
not
5,
true.
she's like, all right, I'm taking all this shit off. I'm going to the club. I'm going somewhere where I can smoke and drink.
And that just tells you that you thrive better, and you need that interaction at some point. I think if you off by yourself, so that's the only voice you hearing all the time. Yeah, you get on Facebook and talk crazy.
Which I will say this. I could be wrong. I'm not a psychotherapist, but the reason we having so many school shootings because these people have nothing to do.
That's true.
They sitting at home and they
mad about everything.
Mad about everything because they have no life.
That's sad.
And then they want that 15 minutes of fame, even though most of them don't even get it.
Let me give you an alternative. It's a bridge, I'm sure, near your house somewhere.
You can jump off of.
And you can call the television people. They'll come right on down and cover your story.
Yep.
Take a leap of faith.
Well, you know what? You ain't got to call the television station. Get your cousin to come with his phone and video you. Because you remember when that guy jumped off of the bridge down there? Yeah. All them people that showed the damn video.
Yeah, so, it was terrible, but you got your 15 minutes of fame.
Because I watched this like, wow. What is this, a trick?
Yeah, but you get your 15 minutes of fame and you don't harm anyone.
You don't harm anybody else.
I'm just offering up an alternative.
And most of these people know they're going to die.
So why not start there?
Just shoot yourself.
Just go to the bridge or
go find the biggest building.
Whatever you need to do.
Just jump off that
Just don't harm anybody else.
Right.
The Smoke Podcast is giving you an alternative.
Yes. Don't harm anybody else.
Because they don't deserve that.
Nobody deserves that.
Right.
Your 15 minutes.
And hopefully,
like 5.
And hopefully for your sake, you won't survive. Because if
that's what you want to do,
if you do, it's going to be a miserable
existence.
You'll be living to die.
Damn, that
and
didn't
with
work.
that, hey,
we will be able to
make sure y'all go check out our Instagram page, our Facebook, our Twitter. I think we got Twitter, don't we? TikTok. And definitely check out our YouTube. And again, we're gonna post the video of the Cigar, Whiskey, and Barbecue Festival.
We ain't got no video. We only got audio.
We're gonna post the audio of this. We're gonna post something, and y'all enjoy it.
All right, y'all. Until we smoke again,
we will holla. This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.